Easy Japanese. Give it a try. うん。うん。すみません。ハルさんハウスはどこですか？ハルさんハウス？あれ、僕たちのお家だよね。すぐ近くです。一緒に行きましょう。こっちだよ。はい、ありがとうございます。Welcome to the very first televised edition of Easy Japanese. Each time we'll introduce you to phrases that are simple and useful. I'm Amy Ota. Hosting the program with me is Hada-san. Hello, I'm Hada, the owner of Hada-san House, where Tam and her friends live. Hada-san, this is my first time to host a program with a robot. This should be interesting. I think so too. Now, on to the lesson. Today we'll learn how to ask about locations. Tam said, Haru-san house wa doko desu ka? If you want to know where a place or object is, you simply put wa doko desu ka after its name. すみません。東京スカイツリーはどこですか？あそこです。すみません。はい。トイレはどこですか？はい、あちらです。After the name of the place, just add wa doko desu ka. Then people will probably know how to help you. Time for some pronunciation practice. Haru-san house wa doko desu ka? Haru-san house wa doko desu ka? Trip tip. Tokyo Skytree stands 634 meters high. As the tallest building in Japan, it attracts millions every year. Visitors from abroad can buy a fast pass to reduce waiting time. Today's kanji. Kokono. It means heart. Stick with it, and Easy Japanese will give you all sorts of phrases you can use every day. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Tadaima. Haru-san, 新しい住人がつきましたよ。はい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。え、ロボット？そう、大家の春さんです。はじめまして、タムです。学生です。よろしくお願いします。Haru-san, you speak Japanese at your house? Of course. I was born in Japan and programmed to communicate in any language. That's incredible. In this episode, Tam said, Tame desu, gakusei desu. If you put desu after your name or occupation, you can explain who you are and what you do. It's a convenient phrase to introduce yourself. Tanaka desu. 料理人です。鈴木です。大学生です。中村です。会社員です。Introducing yourself is the start of a conversation. Just put this after names and jobs. That's it. Now let's work on the pronunciation. Kamu desu, gakusei desu. Damu desu, gakusei desu. Trip tip. Japanese bow instead of shaking hands when meeting someone for the first time. This is called ojigi. It shows respect. You can also bow to apologize or show gratitude. When in Japan, bow as the Japanese do. Today's kanji. Ai. It means love. You'll master dozens of must-know phrases by completing the Easy Japanese series. Gammatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Tam-sam, takusam tabete ne. Hai. Tamu desu. ベトナムから来ました。ミヤです。中国からです。写真家です。僕はカイド、学生です。私、親の春です。春さんは何でも知っています。そうですか。よろしくお願いします。People from many countries are living at Harusan house. This is the first time for Tam to live in Japan, but I'm sure she'll feel right at home on our home. Today we'll learn how to say where you're from. Tam said, ベトナムから来ました. You can explain where you're from by saying the place and から来ました. 乾杯、乾杯、乾杯。アレックスさんはどこから来ましたか？スペインから来ました。スペインといえば、フラメンコですね。はい、とても上手素敵です。あなたのようにね。オリディさんはどちらから？私はフランスから来ました。フランスといえば、エッフェル塔が有名ですね。はい、とても美しいです。あなたも美しいです。Guys used to chat me up all the time when I was young. Oh really? I didn't know robots age too. Now we should practice the pronunciation. ベトナムから来ました。ベトナムから来ました。Trip tipped. Restaurants in Japan hand you an oshibori without waiting to be asked. It's a wet towel to wipe your hands before meals, and it's free. In summer, the oshibori might be cold, and in winter, it's likely to be hot. And if you want another one, just ask. Today's kanji. Hito. The meaning is person. Stick with it, and Easy Japanese will give you all sorts of phrases you can use every day. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. これ、どこですか？沖縄です。これは京都です。京都はとても綺麗ですよ。そうですね。ダムさんは日本で何をしますか？大学で日本語を勉強します。いいですね。はい、楽しみです。Mia is fashionable and seems interesting. Is she a professional photographer? Yes. She takes pictures of Japan's attractions and introduces them to the world. In this episode, we'll cover how to talk about your plans in Japan. Tam said, 大学で日本語を勉強します。shimasu is the phrase to mean you plan to do something. Something します。しにさんは日本で何をしますか？茶道を体験します。いいですね。ダニエルさんは日本で何をしますか？忍者のコスプレします。似合いそうですね。Are you interested in cosplay, Amy? Sure, I want to be a Japanese action hero. You already are, sort of. Well, thanks. Now pronunciation practice. 大学で日本語を勉強します。大学で日本語を勉強します。Trip tip. As you probably guessed, cosplay combines the words costume and play. People put on outfits of characters from manga and historical dramas. Japan's cosplay culture has found fans around the world. Visitors to Japan can give it a try at rental shops in Akihabara and other places. Today's kanji. Kane, king. One means money, the other gold. You'll master dozens of must-know phrases by completing the Easy Japanese series. Gammatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Tabu-san, 今日から学校ですね。はい。あらまあ。どうしたんですか？日本語が心配です。タムさんは日本語お上手ですよ。いいえ、まだまだです。ベトナムで勉強したんでしょう？はい。ラジオで勉強しました。それなら大丈夫ですよ。Haru-san, your cheeks were flashing. I can read other people's feelings. When I notice something, my cheeks flash. You look especially happy today. Did something good happen? Actually, yes, but it's a secret. Now on to the lesson. Tam said, ラジオで勉強しました. Today we learn a phrase to explain how you learned Japanese. 勉強しました means I studied. De is a particle to indicate how. So, by listening to the radio is ラジオで. Mm. なんて美味しいマグロ。僕はサーモンください。日本語お上手ですね。アニメで勉強しました。音楽で勉強しました。を歌ってくださいよ。どんぶりころころどんぶりこ。お池にはまってさら大変。There's always more than one way to study Japanese, but I'd recommend Easy Japanese. Let's practice the pronunciation. ラジオで勉強しました。ラジオで勉強しました。Trip tip. Today's tip is about sushi. What lies between the fish and rice is wasabi. It has a sterilizing effect and masks any fishy smell. If you don't like wasabi, just ask for sushi without it. Today's kanji. Yume. It means dream. Stick with it, and Easy Japanese will give you all sorts of phrases you can use every day. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Mm. すみません。はい。この電車は池袋に行きますか？いいえ、行きません。池袋は山手線です。山手線はどこですか？3番線です。わかりました。ありがとうございます。Time isn't shy about using Japanese. That's great. Right. Talking with people is the best way to learn a language. Today we'll learn how to ask if a certain kind of public transportation goes to your destination. Tam said, この電車は池袋に行きますか? The formula is transportation method plus the particle wa, then destination followed by に行きますか? This すみません。このバスは渋谷に行きますか？はい、行きます。ありがとうございます。すみません。この船はお台場に行きますか？はい、行きます。ありがとうございます。Mass transit in Tokyo can be confusing. That's why you need today's phrase. Now let's practice the pronunciation. この電車は池袋に行きますか？この電車は池袋に行きますか? Trip tip. The boat we introduced earlier is a cruise ship on a river that runs through Tokyo. It looks out on different types of urban landscapes. The river flows into Tokyo Bay. This is a side of Tokyo only seen from the water. Today's kanji. Sakura, meaning cherry blossoms. You'll master dozens of must-know phrases by completing the Easy Japanese series. Gammatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Tonari ii? はい、ありがとう。留学生なの？すみません。よくわかりません。ゆっくり話してください。ごめん。あなたは留学生ですか？私は彩香です。よろしくね。はい、私はタマです。よろしくお願いします。Tam has already made friends at school. Ayaka looks like the big sister type. I'm glad. Now on to the lesson. When people speak too fast for you to understand, you can say, ゆっくり話してください to ask them to speak slowly. いらっしゃいませ。くりお願いします。ビーフステーキですね。かしこまりました。バンカライスがつきますが、どちらになさいますか？すみません。ゆっくり話してください。バンカライス、どちらにしますか？ライスにします。お水のおかわりいかがですか？ゆっくり話してください。お水どうですか？お願いします。ゆっくり話してください will slow down the pace. People will probably use simpler words too. Slow conversation is much better than no conversation. Let's practice the pronunciation. ゆっくり話してください。ゆっくり話してください。Trip tip. The first thing you get at restaurants in Japan is often a glass of water. At no charge. Some places may serve green tea instead. And if you want more, just ask anytime. Today's kanji. Watashi, meaning I or me. Stick with it, and Easy Japanese will give you all sorts of phrases you can use every day. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Ma, sugoi. Kirei da ne. Hai. Time. Okurete gomennasai. Tomodachi no Ayaka-san desu. Konnichiwa, Miya desu. Miya-san, 写真を撮ってるんでしょ？すごいな。私も撮ってくださいね。はい。I love going up to observatories. You can find many elevated sites in Tokyo. In this episode, Tem introduced Ayaka to Miya by saying, Tomodachi no Ayaka-san desu. When introducing someone, you can say a word to explain the relationship, followed by no, then the person's name, and finally, desu. Doshimashita? Homesick desu. Tomodachi no Ari-san desu. これは母のヘレンです。父のジョンです。さすが家族、そっくり。Son, as in Ayaka-san, is an honorific used all the time. That's right, but not for family members. Now, pronunciation. Tomodachi no Ayaka-san desu. Tomodachi no Ayaka-san desu. Trip tip. Tokyo's observation spots offer you the big picture of the city. The skyscrapers look majestic from the deck of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. The Bunkyo Civic Center is known for a great night view. Both of the observatories are free. What? From this building in Shibuya, you can get a bird's eye view of the famous Scramble Crossing. Come see for yourself. Today's kanji. Hong, meaning book. You'll master dozens of must-know phrases by completing the Easy Japanese series. Gammatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. ここがデパ地下だよ。いろんな食べ物があっていいよね。すごい。これは何ですか？大根の漬物だよ。食べてみる？いただきます。ほっ。おいしいです。これも食べてみる？I love going to department store delis. Kaito seems to know a lot about food. Yes, he really enjoys eating. He's a good cook too. In the skit, Tam asked, "Kore wa nan desu ka?" Or, "What is this?" When you see something for the first time and want to know what it is, just say, "Kore wa nan desu ka?" これは何ですか？お汁粉です。小豆を煮た熱い汁にお餅を入れたスイーツです。あ、これは何ですか？宇治金時です。抹茶シロップをかけてあんこを乗せたかき氷です。これお願いします。お待たせいたしました。You'll have a better chance of learning about something new if you use this phrase. Have fun with it. Let's practice the pronunciation. これは何ですか？これは何ですか？ Trip tip. Most Japanese department stores have a food section on the basement floor. It's like a gourmet theme park with bread, desserts, main dishes, and more. Shops often offer free samples, so if you want a taste of something new, a department store may be the place to go. That's delicious. Today's kanji. It's what we've been talking about today. Shoku, meaning food. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. 頑張って! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. たくさんありますね。すごいでしょう。これはサラサラヘア。これはツヤが出るタイプ。いくらですか？セールって書いてある。聞いてみよう。すみません。このドライヤーはいくらですか？ 9,900 円です。高すぎます。Lots and lots of options. You're right. You're sure to find at least one that fits your needs perfectly. And if you search well, at a good price. That's exactly today's theme. Tam asked, このドライヤーはいくらですか? If you want to ask the price of something, you can say この, meaning this, followed by the item's name, then the particle wa, and finally, いくらですか? "この飴はいくらですか? 15円です。この菓子はいくらですか? 25円です。へへへへ。安い。全部ください。An old-style candy store makes me nostalgic. Amy, you're on camera. I'm sorry. I'm sure today's phrase will be useful when eating and in many other situations during your stay in Japan. Let's work on the pronunciation. このドライヤーはいくらですか? このドライヤーはいくらですか? Trip tip. Money talks. Japanese coins come in 6 denominations. 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, and 500 yen. There are 4 bills: 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000 yen, each with its own design. Today's kanji. You just saw a lot of this. It's en, meaning yen, the Japanese currency. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. 頑張って! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. この T シャツ見て。忍者って書いてある。あ、忍者？いらっしゃいませ。すみません。お守りはありますか？ちょっと、ここにはありませんね。ダム、お守りはお寺にあるよ。お寺ですか？行きましょう。Tam gets to visit a lot of places thanks to her friends at Hudson House. Yes, Tam and Mia seem to have really enjoyed themselves in Asakusa. In this episode, we'll learn how to ask if a shop or a person has a certain item. Tam said, "Omamori wa arimasu ka?" First, the item's name, then the particle wa, and finally, arimasu ka? 待たせしました。親子丼です。スプーンはありますか？はい、ございます。すみません。はい。ケチャップはありますか？ケチャップはちょっと。七味唐辛子ならありますよ。Very nice. That chili gives it an extra kick. Whenever you're not sure if someone has what you want, use today's phrase, just don't ask for too much. Now the pronunciation. Omamori wa arimasu ka? Omamori wa arimasu ka? Trip tip. Shimi-togarashi means 7-flavor chili pepper. It's a mixture of spices. In addition to red chili, it has sesame, hemp seeds, and 4 other ingredients. It goes well with udon, yakitori, and many other Japanese dishes. Some shops let you mix your own based on your preferences. Today's kanji. It's what Tam and Mia passed through at the temple. Mon, meaning gate. That's all for today. We hope Easy Japanese makes your time in Japan even more fun. Sayonara! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. これ、かわいいお守りですね。ほんと、かわいい。これもいいですね。それは縁結びのお守りです。800円になります。縁結び。恋人ができるお守り。じゃあ、これをください。Oh, Hada-san, your cheeks are flashing. Is it because Tam bought the matchmaking amulet? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, today we learn how to express your impression of something. Tam said, "Kawaii omamori desu ne." You can use any adjective that ends with "i", like kawaii, followed by the name of the object, and finally, desu ne to describe why you think about something. 友達のハンターさんです。はじめまして。かわいい帽子ですね。ありがとう。すごい筋肉ですね。鍛えてますから。はあ。おいしいお好み焼きですね。なreally? I guess big muscles don't mean you're strong with everything. That's true. Adding ne to desu, as in kawaii omamori desu ne, shows you're seeking the other party's agreement. Try different adjectives to express your impressions. Now, pronunciation. Kawaii omamori desu ne. kawaii omamori desu ne. Trip tip. You can find amulet charms for various purposes at temples and shrines in Japan. The matchmaking ones are for finding romantic partners. They're set to work for business ties too. Other types of charms cover things such as childbirth and driving. Today's kanji. Bulk up your vocabulary by learning this. Kinniku, meaning muscle. That's all for today. We hope Easy Japanese makes your time in Japan even more fun. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Nihon ni wa naremashita ka? Hai. Nihon de donna koto ga shitai desu ka? Yuki ga mitai desu. Hokkaido ni ikitai desu. Hokkaido, ii ne. Ato, tomodachi ni aitai desu. Oh ya? Daijoubu? Kao ga akai yo? I think that person Tam wants to say is more than just a friend. I think you're right. Now this time we'll learn how to say what you want to do. Tam said, Yuki ga mitai desu. The verb to see is mimasu. If you replace must with tai desu, you can say want to see mitai desu. Koku wa Akihabara desu. Denkigai de buhin wo kaitai desu. Ohoho, wow. これこれ生徒さん、次は何がしたいですか？メイド喫茶に行きたいです。失礼いたします。お待たせいたしました。ご主人様。愛情込めます。せーの。前へ前へキュー。ゲゲゲゲゲゲゲ。They're so cute. Anyways, just replace must with Titus. So kai must becomes kai Titus, to want to buy. I'm sure visitors have lots of things they want to do. That means plenty of chances to practice. Well, let's work on the pronunciation. Yuki ga mitai desu. Yuki ga mitai desu. Trip tip. Akihabara is one of the most popular tourist spots in Tokyo. It developed around electronic goods, and specialized shops still exist right around the station. Some places let you try assembling computer circuits. It's definitely a neighborhood that's plugged in. Today's kanji. It's something you can take at a maid cafe. Shashin, meaning photo. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's Easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Konnichiwa. Watashi wa Tamu desu. Boku Yuki desu. Tamu-san, Nihongo ga dekiru desu ne. Skoshi dake desu. Rajiou de benkyou shimashita. すごいですね。日本へ行ってみたいです。ぜひ来てください。僕が案内しますよ。Yuki is handsome. It seems like Tam likes him, if you know what I mean. I do. He might be one of the reasons she decided to come to Japan. Anyway, today we'll introduce the phrase tit mititis. That means want to do something that you haven't done before. Tam said, 日本へ行ってみたいです. It means I want to go to Japan someday. 素敵な景色。君の方も素敵だよ。僕は君のためなら何でもしてあげるよ。本当？嬉しい。じゃあ、5つ星のレストランでディナーを食べてみたいです。あと、高級ホテルのスイートに泊まってみたいです。それから、1億円の指輪をつけてみたいです。あとは、ちょっと待って。でしたの？いや、ちょっと今に、なんていうか。He did say he'd do anything for her, though. To express your wishes, change a verb into a form that ends with te and add mitaides. Te mitaides. The pronunciation goes like this. Nihon e itte mitai desu. Nihon e itte mitai desu. Trip tip. You can enjoy the night view around Tokyo from different angles. Maybe take a bus tour of the city. It shows you landmarks like Tokyo Tower and Rainbow Bridge all in one trip. A factory viewing cruise is another option. The bright lights and reflections are sure to make memories for you. Today's kanji. When the sun goes down, the day turns to yoru, meaning night. That's Easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. どちらまで？猿の温泉までお願いします。はい、わかりました。こちらは初めてですか？はい、初めてです。猿の写真を撮りに行きます。そうですか。今日は寒いから猿がたくさん温泉に入ってますよ。Hara-san, do you know where the Monkey Hot Spring is? It's in the mountains of Nagano, about 2.5 hours by train from Tokyo. I can't wait to see the pictures Mia is going to take. Mia said, "Sare no onsen made onegai shimasu." You can tell a taxi driver where you want to go by saying the destination and "made onegai shimasu." "どちらまで？青森までお願いします。青森？それはちょっと遠いです。新幹線で行けばいいよ。そうですか？地図ではそんな遠くないです。青山ね。そこだと近いです。そうですか？青山までお願いします。かしこまりました。Place names can be confusing, especially when they sound similar. That's true. But whatever your destination may be, "made onegai shimasu" is a polite way to ask the driver. Let's practice the pronunciation. "Sare no onsen made onegai shimasu." "Sare no onsen made onegai shimasu." Trip tip. More information on taxis. In Japan, taxi doors open and close automatically. Nowadays, you see lots of cabs with an updated design. They were introduced in time for the Tokyo Olympics and a surge of visitors. The spacious interior makes the ride more comfortable for everyone, especially with a lot of luggage. Today's kanji. The general term for four-wheeled vehicle is kuruma, meaning car. Thanks for watching Easy Japanese. Come back for more phrases for a smooth stay in Japan. Sayonara! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. ああ、猿がいっぱい。たくさん写真を撮っているので、はい。ここは海外でも有名な温泉です。へえ、そうなんだ。猿が温泉に入るのは珍しいからね。ああ、猿の赤ちゃん、かわいい。I want to bathe in a hot spring myself. Huh? Don't you run on batteries? I'm waterproof. Oh, really? I hope you're right. In the skit, Mia said, "Yunei na onsen desu." In addition to adjectives that end with "i," like kawaii, we have some that end with "na." For example, yume na. You can use both types before nouns to describe places and objects and other things. Yume na onsen means famous hot spring. 今日は私の好きな場所を紹介します。ここは増上寺、立派なお寺です。ここは戸越銀座商店街です。いろいろなお店があります。わあ、複雑な感じです。どんな意味ですか？ Love it, this? Wow, 素敵な感じですね。Yes, that's my favorite kanji. Today we've been talking about adjectives ending in na, like yumena and sticky na. Adjectives add color to your conversation. Let's practice the pronunciation. Yumena onsen desu. Yumena onsen desu. Trip tip. This is the onsen featured in the skit. Animals soaking in the warm water of a Japanese hot spring are quite a sight. And not just monkeys. Capybaras have an onsen of their own. Both hot spring retreats are 2.5 hours from Tokyo by train or bus. Today's kanji. It's something enjoyed by people and animals alike. Onsen. You probably know the meaning by now. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. おそば3つお願いします。はい。日本へは観光ですか？私は写真家で日本のことを海外に紹介しています。それで日本を旅行しています。それは素晴らしいね。お待たせしました。Trying local specialties is one of the best things about traveling. I agree, but I often end up eating too much. In today's lesson, we learn how to say what you've been doing lately. Mia said, 日本旅行しています. The point is changing ます as in 旅行します to ています 旅行しています.「あなたは日本で何をしていますか？」蕎麦屋を取材しています。ここには外国人の店員さんがいますよ。あれ？ハンタ日本で何をしているの？蕎麦作りを勉強しています。君もやる？はい。I love soba, it's delicious. 勉強しています in this context is a phrase that means I've been studying by changing ます as in 勉強します to ています勉強しています. You can explain what you're involved in doing these days? That's right. Let's work on the pronunciation. 日本を旅行しています。日本を旅行しています。Trip tip. Soba noodles hold a prominent position in Japan's culinary culture. Making noise is expected. Slurping is thought to bring out the flavor of soba and the sauce by bringing in a lot of air. Try it yourself when you come to Japan. Today's kanji. Soba, meaning buckwheat noodles. If you can read it, you must be a kanji expert. Come back for more easy Japanese. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Okaeri nasai. Nagano wa dou deshita ka? Sugoku tanoshikatta desu. 写真をたくさん撮りました。それからお蕎麦も食べました。とても美味しかったです。そうですか。よかったですね。長野の人はとても親切でした。楽しい旅行でしたね。I like to travel all across Japan. Each region has lots to enjoy, good things to see and eat. Today we're learning how to express impressions of what you've experienced. Mia said, すごく楽しかったです with adjectives that end with "い" like 楽しい and おいしい. Just drop "い" and add かったです.「景色が美しかったです。高尾山は本当に素晴らしかったです。日本には素晴らしい山がたくさんあります。富士山も良かったです。じゃあ、明日行きましょう。Okay. She looks like a serious climber. 素晴らしかったです is a past form of 素晴らしい. By replacing "い" with かったです, you can express your feelings about things you've seen or done. That's right. Another example is かわいい。かわいかったです。Okay, let's work on the pronunciation. すごく楽しかったです。すごく楽しかったです。Trip tip. Japan's highest peak is Mount Fuji. The climbing season runs from July to early September. The summit is much colder than ground level, so bringing warm clothes is a good idea even in summer. One popular way to enjoy the mountain is watching the sunrise from the peak. This is what you see on a clear day. Today's kanji. Yama, meaning mountain. Thanks for watching Easy Japanese. Come back for more phrases for a smooth stay in Japan. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. すみません。手袋が欲しいんですが。手袋はこちらです。これ、あったかそう。いいですね。これ、いくらですか ?1900 円です。カードは使えますかはい、使えます。I heard Tam is going on a trip to Hokkaido. The winters there get pretty cold, so she needs the gloves. Today's phrase is useful when telling store clerks what you want. Tam said, 手袋が欲しいんですが. It's simple. Put が欲しいんですが after the name of the object. いらっしゃいませ。すいません。お箸が欲しいんですが、こちらです。 いいですね。次は私の欲しいもの見に行きましょう。もう、すぐは。この盆栽が欲しいんですか？いくらですか？100万円ですね。Got that? I'm sure you'll come across plenty of things you want to buy while in Japan, so please say whatever it is, が欲しいんですが. Let's practice the pronunciation. 手袋が欲しいんですが. 手袋が欲しいんですが. Trip tip. Japan's traditional art of bonsai is now loved around the world. Bonsai artists manipulate the shape of living trees to create a universe in a pot. A bonsai museum in Tokyo has many kinds of trees, 1,000 pots in all. This one is 200 years old. The price tag is filled with zeros, adding up to 100 million yen. Today's kanji. The trees we've been talking about. It's bonsai, meaning bonsai. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. 次、おすすめは何ですか？このスペシャル海鮮丼がおすすめだよ。いくらとウニがたっぷり入ってるよ。じゃあ、それください。私も。わさびは入れないでください。わさび抜きで。そちらは？私はわさびをたくさん入れてください。Tam has finally arrived in her dream destination, Hokkaido. She must be so happy. Remember, if there's something you don't want or can't eat, use today's expression. The formula is the name of the ingredient, the particle wa, and finally, 入れないでください. Sumimasen. Hey. Ramen ください。卵は入れないでください。あとは餃子ください。ニンニクは入れないでください。はいよ。カレーライスください。赤い漬物は入れないでください。福神漬けですね。承知しました。あと、水をください。氷は入れないでください。You'll have plenty of chances to try new dishes when you're traveling, so don't be shy. But if there is something you don't want, just put today's phrase to work. Let's work on the pronunciation. Wasabi wa irenai de kudasai. Wasabi wa irenai de kudasai. Trip tip. When you go to Hokkaido, you won't want to miss this dish. Kaisendon is a bowl of rice with all kinds of fresh seafood. Hakodate is one of the best places to enjoy it. 2 million people visit the morning market every year. You might want to try 2 or more bowls to find your favorite. Today's kanji. Donburi, a deep bowl for rice or noodles. A dot in a hashtag. Looking at kanji gives your imagination room to roam. That's easy Japanese. Sayonara. Easy Japanese. Give it a try. もしもし、タムさん、今どこにいるの？時計台の中にいます。中？じゃあ僕もすぐそっちに行くね。わかりました。ガイド、こっちこっち。ごめん、遅くなって。The clock tower in the skit is a famous spot in Sapporo, right? Yes, it's a landmark there. When you're supposed to meet someone but you can't find each other, please use today's phrase. Tam said, Tokeidai no naka ni imasu. With a place name and ni imasu, you can explain where you are. 遅くなってごめんなさい。今どこにいますか？山の頂上にいます。ハンターは今どこにいるの？登山口にいます。もしもし、まだ今どこ？お寺の前にいます。Oh, too bad. It could have been a fun date. Being able to explain your location is important, especially when you're lost. That's right. Now let's practice the pronunciation. Tokeidai no naka ni imasu. Tokeidai no naka ni imasu. Trip tip. As the largest city in Hokkaido, Sapporo has much to offer. Food is one of the biggest attractions. Miso ramen with rich and savory soup is a favorite. The lamb barbecue is another specialty. Soup curry originated in Sapporo and has spread across the country. Be careful not to overeat. Today's kanji. It's something that famous tower in Sapporo has. Toke, meaning clock. That's all for today. We hope Easy Japanese makes your time in Japan even more fun. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. すごい。ダメ、見て見て。大きいですね。初めて見ました。どうやって作ったんだろう。綺麗ですね。みんなで写真を撮りましょう。いいね。That snow sculpture looked magnificent. The event is the Animal Snow Festival in Sapporo. Now on to the lesson. Tam said, 写真を撮りましょう. 撮ります is to take a picture. 撮りましょう means let's take a picture. If you change must in a verb to ましょう, you can encourage someone to do something with you. 楽しかった。少し休みましょう。そうですね。あの店に入りましょう。お腹も減ってきました。何か食べましょう。賛成。食べ終わったらジェットコースターになりましょう。また何回乗ればいいよ。I love roller coasters. I hope you'll use today's phrase to make lots of memories in Japan. Amy, 遊園地に行きましょう。はい、行きましょう。Okay, let's work on the pronunciation. 写真を撮りましょう。写真を撮りましょう。Trip tip. The Sapporo Snow Festival takes place in early February in Hokkaido's capital. More than 200 sculptures, large and small, make for a magnificent display. Since the festival started in 1950, it's become a major tourist attraction. You can also watch artistic lighting displays projected on the snow. Bundle up and enjoy. Today's kanji. Yuki, meaning snow. That's all for today. We hope Easy Japanese makes your time in Japan even more fun. Sayonara. Easy Japanese. Give it a try. いただきます。日本食は健康にいいんですよ。これ、生卵ですか？はい。すみません。私、生卵は食べられません。そう。じゃあ、納豆もダメ？納豆、大好きです。ははてねね。Natto is fermented soybeans. Eating it is a Japanese tradition. Raw eggs too. They're said to be good for your health. Tam said, "Nama tamago wa taberaremasen." I can't eat raw eggs. If there's something you can't eat or don't want to, see the name of the item and wa taberaremasen. Bye. Bye. このパスタ美味しそうですね。パスタは食べられません。ダイエット中です。野菜は食べないんですか？野菜は食べられません。苦手なんです。こっちに卵のスープもありますよ。卵は食べられません。アレルギーなんです。Use the phrase to manage your culinary opportunities in Japan. Now the pronunciation. 生卵は食べられません。生卵は食べられません。Trip tip. Safety standards for eggs sold in Japan ensure they are edible without being cooked. Raw eggs are often mixed with natto. Beaten eggs are almost always served with sukiyaki. Probably the simplest way of eating them is with white rice and a bit of soy sauce. You can buy fresh eggs at supermarkets and convenience stores. Today's kanji. Tamago, meaning egg. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Tama-san, 顔色が悪いですよ。どうしたんですか？喉が痛いんです。おやおや。そんな時には生姜蜂蜜湯がいいですよ。カイトが今作っています。タムさん、できたよ。はい、どうぞ。お大事に。Getting sick is always a pain, especially when you're abroad. Ginger honey tea warms you. I recommend it to anyone who catches a cold. Today we learn how to say what ails you. Tam said, "Nodo ga itai desu." My throat hurts. Let's break down the sentence. First, the body part you have trouble with. Then, the particle ga, followed by adjectives to explain your condition like itai, meaning painful. And finally, ですね。はい。どうしました？足が痛いんです。大丈夫ですか？ちょっとお休みましょう。あ、あ、あ、蚊に刺されたんですか？腕がかゆいんです。ちょっと場所を変えましょう。はあ、今度はどうしました？腰が痛いんです。あ、あ、oh no, poor guy. Yes, but at least he had plenty of chances to practice itaing desu. It works for any part of the body. Let's practice the pronunciation. Nodo ga itain desu. Nodo ga itain desu. Trip tip. Knowing the phone number to call in an emergency gives you a sense of security. 119 is for an ambulance. The same number is used to report a fire. If it's a crime like robbery, call 110. With the numbers, you'll be ready for just about any circumstance in Japan. Today's kanji. Something that could hurt if you run too much. Ashi, meaning leg. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. お弁当だよ。僕が作ったんだ。どうぞ。いえ、すごい。いただきます。この卵焼き、甘くて美味しいです。ガイドは本当に料理が上手だね。僕、シェフになりたいんだ。いいね。Japanese bento box lunches taste good and look good too. They sure do. For our practice this time, let's stack adjectives back to back. That will give you more ways to express your impressions. Tam said, この卵焼き甘くて美味しいです. First, the object's name, then the first adjective, but here's the key. Change e of e ending adjectives to kute. For example, amai, amakute, then say the next adjective as is, and finally, this. See? いろんなものが売ってますね。あのお菓子大きくて面白いです。あれは名物のタコせんべいですよ。はい、どうぞ。あの店員さん、可愛くて優しいです。Amy, you were just there. That was you, wasn't it? Was it? Let's work on the pronunciation. この卵焼き、甘くて美味しいです。この卵焼き、甘くて美味しいです。Trip tip. Enoshima is only 90 minutes from Tokyo, but it feels like a world away. The food is fabulous. If you come to Enoshima, you've got to indulge in shirasudon, rice with fresh white bait. It's delicious. Excellent. Then go see the Enoshima Sea Candle. The iconic observatory provides a spectacular view. That's just a sampling of what's on the island. Today's kanji. Enoshima is known for this. Umi, meaning sea. That's Easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. ご注文は？タムさん、何にする？どれが一番美味しいですか？味噌ラーメンがおすすめだよ。味噌ラーメン。うわぁ、日本のラーメンは美味しいよ。僕は味噌ラーメンが好きなんだ。私、味噌ラーメンにします。あは。Tam is thinking about Yuki again. We'd better keep an eye on her. Today we learn how to ask about superlatives. Which one among 3 or more things is the best or the most? Tam said, どれが一番おいしいですか? どれが一番 means which one is the best or most. So, use that and an adjective like おいしい and end the sentence with ですか? Sa, 鎌倉に着きましたよ。どれが一番有名ですか？それなら、ちょっとお腹が空きました。スイーツを食べに行きましょう。いらっしゃいませ。おいしそう。どれが一番人気ですか？こちらの季節限定のお出しになります。どれが一番安いですか？こちらの大福です。Amy, どれが一番好きですか？I like this one. Let's work on the pronunciation. どれが一番おいしいですか？どれが一番おいしいですか？ Trip tip. Ramen is one type of food that's popular among young and old. It's served with various kinds of soup. Miso, fermented soybean paste, is a favorite. Many people opt for the tonkotsu pig bone broth too. You'll never run out of options. Today's kanji. You can't do without this and ramen. It's men meaning noodles. This is pretty difficult even for Japanese. If you can read it and write it, you must be a kanji expert. Come back for more easy Japanese. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. 大人一人お願いします。すみません。写真を撮ってもいいですか？いいですよ。素敵。お客様、ここから先はご遠慮ください。すみません。That performance was fantastic. It was a Chopin piece. So, Hara-san, you know about classical music too? Today's subject is asking for permission. Mia said, 写真を撮ってもいいですか? If you want to ask to do something, change the end of the verb to the te style. For example, 撮る to 撮って then add もいいですか?これを聞いてもいいですか？はい、大丈夫ですよ。美しいです。写真を撮ってもいいですか？はい、いいですよ。本当に綺麗です。あなたを好きになってもいいですか？それはちょっと。It must have taken a lot of courage for him to say that. Now the pronunciation. 写真を撮ってもいいですか？写真を撮ってもいいですか？ Trip tip. Kamakura is about an hour from Tokyo. It's filled with historic temples. First, Koto Queen. The Great Buddha really is gigantic, over 11 meters tall. Eishoji reveals the beauty of bamboo forests. Really magical. Kamakura has more than 100 temples, each with its own distinctive character. Today's kanji. Tera, meaning temple. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Nichiyoubi ni piano no enso o kiki ni ikimashita. Dou deshita ka? Subarashikatta desu. Sore wa yokatta desu ne. Shashin o takusan torimashita. Mite kudasai. Kore? Yuki-san. Yuki-san? Tem finally got a hint about how she might find Yuki. What a coincidence. Today we'll learn how to say what your purpose was for going somewhere. Mia said, piano no enso o kiki ni ikimashita. Just drop mas from a verb and add ni ikimashita. So, kikimasu, to listen, becomes kiki ni ikimashita. Went somewhere to listen to something. この前の日曜日は何をしましたか？鎌倉に大仏を見に行きました。あと、スイーツを食べに行きました。とっても楽しかったよね。あなたはどこに行きましたか？遊園地に遊びに行きました。一人でね。Actually, why not? With today's phrase, you can say where you went and what you did all in one sentence. Another step toward smooth conversation. Now the pronunciation. Piano no enso o kiki ni ikimashita. Piano no enso o kiki ni ikimashita. Trip tip. Here in Kamakura, I tried a cultural activity that calms you down. Stop by Hasedera Temple and you'll have a chance to experience Shakyo, tracing the sutras. It involves being mindful of what you're doing for an hour or so. Shakyo is a Buddhist training method, but anybody can enjoy it for peace of mind. Voila. Today's kanji. It can be refreshing to do this. It's sho, meaning writing. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. メロンパフェでございます。おいしそう。ダム、ゆうきさんとどこで会ったの？ベトナムです。小学校でボランティアをしました。一緒に歌ったり踊ったりしました。そうだったの？はい。ゆうきさんに会いたいです。And so it was in Vietnam where Tam and Yuki met each other for the first time. I hope somehow she'll be able to see him in Japan too. Today we'll learn how to say you did several things at the same time, multitasking. Tam said, 一緒に歌ったり踊ったりしました. First, change the conjugation of a verb to that tari form. For example, turning 歌う to 歌ったり. Then do the same with the second verb, And finally, end with shimashita. Abilisa? Takeshita-san. 明治神宮へ行ってたんですか？お参りをしました。鳥居を見たり、おみくじを引いたりしました。僕は原宿で買い物をしたり、スイーツを食べたりしました。いいですね。じゃあ僕もお参りに行きます。じゃあ僕は買い物に行きます。それじゃあ。Both the shrine and the shopping area are just a few minutes walk from Harajuku Station. You can be traditional and trendy in the same day. Now the pronunciation. 一緒に歌ったり踊ったりしました。一緒に歌ったり踊ったりしました。Trip tip. Here's a bit of etiquette for visiting a shrine. Stopping and bowing before entering are signs of respect. Leave the center of the approach open for deities. Rinsing your hands also is supposed to purify your mind. Throw an offering into the box. Bow twice. Clap twice. And bow once again. Today's kanji. Jinja, meaning shrine. That's Easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. 今度の土曜日、カイトと忍者博物館に行きます。マイクさんは本当に忍者が好きですね。はい。みんなで一緒に行きませんか？土曜日はちょっと。私も授業があります。残念。じゃあ二人で行こう。Mike knows a lot about Japanese culture. He used to live with us, and I explained everything to him. That's why. Now today's phrase is to ask someone to go somewhere with you. Mike said, 一緒に行きませんか? 一緒に means together. After that, change the verb conjugation mas to masen. That is a polite negative. For example, turn 行きます to 行きません. And finally, the question form か. 僕、卓球が好きです。一緒に行きませんか？私も好きです。行きましょう。全然ダメですね。ビリヤードが得意です。一緒に行きませんか？わかりました。行きましょう。Oh, wow, すごい。He's no slouch at the billiard table. Things are definitely more fun if you can ask people to do them with you. Now the pronunciation. 一緒に行きませんか？一緒に行きませんか？ Trip tip. Iga near Kyoto is known as the home of ninja, including the Igaryu Ninja Museum. You can try ninjutsu, the art of being a ninja. Watch a performance and study real implements. If you can't get to Iga, maybe you can try this spot in Tokyo. Throw shuriken ninja stars and take photos with the folks in black. Today's kanji. They hide and seek. You know them. Ninja. Thanks for watching Easy Japanese. Come back for more phrases for a smooth stay in Japan. Sayonara. Easy Japanese. Give it a try. マイク似合うね。かっこいい。嬉しいね。すみません。忍者博物館までどう行ったらいいですか？この道をまっすぐ行ってください。博物館は左にあります。わかりました。ありがとうございます。さあ、行こう。I want to wear a ninja outfit. You can rent one at a shop near the Ninja Museum. Today we'll learn how to ask for directions. Mike said, Ninja Hakubutsukan made dou ittara ii desu ka? Say the name of the place you want to go to. Then, made dou ittara ii desu ka? Hey, 動物園までどう行ったらいいですか？ここをまっすぐ行ったらいいですよ。ありがとうございます。はい。へへへ。あ、あ、あ。すみません。出口までどう行ったらいいですか？あそこを右に曲がるとありますよ。ありがとうございます。Asking for directions is essential when traveling. As long as you know how to ask, just a gesture may be enough for an answer. Let's work on the pronunciation. Ninja Hakubutsukan made dou ittara ii desu ka? Ninja Hakubutsukan made dou ittara ii desu ka? Trip tip. Ueno is one of Tokyo's liveliest neighborhoods. North of the train station is Ueno Park. The park includes a zoo, museums, and other attractions. Back down near the station, you'll find the Amayoko shopping street. It has fresh food, clothing, and much, much more. Today's kanji. You go to a zoo to see them. Doubutsu, meaning animals. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Dono kurai machimasu ka? 15分くらいです。わかりました。すごい。本物の手裏剣だ。あの的に投げてください。落ちちゃった。ははは。Mike, don't worry. It just shows the road to becoming a ninja isn't so easy. That's right. Practice makes perfect, so keep at it. Today we'll learn how to ask how long something takes. Mike said, Dono kurai machimasu ka? Dono kurai means how long and how much. After that, a verb like machimasu, to wait. And finally, the particle for a question, ka. Toyosu Shijo made dono kurai arukimasu ka? 2分くらいです。おほほ。どのくらい待ちますか？ 60 分くらいです。もうお腹ペコペコです。The wholesalers and shops of Tsukiji Market have moved to the new Toyosu site. Tsukiji operated for more than 80 years, but Toyosu is already popular. Now, the pronunciation. Dono kurai machimasu ka? Dono kurai machimasu ka? Trip tip. Toyosu Market is now Japan's largest food market. It moved about 3 kilometers from Tsukiji in October 2018. The wholesale section is outfitted with the latest equipment. The restaurant row is open from 5 a.m. For those who want to know more about auction ins and outs, there's a free tour. Tokyo's new landmark is a feast for the senses. Today's kanji. It's sakana, meaning fish. That's Easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Manga ga takusan? Tama-san, この漫画知ってる？はい、読んだことあります。日本語で読んだの？いえ、ベトナム語です。とても面白かったです。Looks like Tam and Mike are at a manga cafe. Manga cafes have tons of comic books to choose from. Today we'll go over a phrase to say you've done something. Tam said, 読んだことあります. First, convert a verb to a past tense. For example, 読む to read becomes 読んだ to have read. Then add こと and あります. どうぞ。ありがとうございます。今度週末、豊洲市場に行きませんか？私、行ったことあります。じゃあ、パンダを見に行きませんか？パンダは見たことあります。じゃあ、おいしいフグ食べに行きませんか？おいしいフグも食べたことあります。すみません。今週末はデートです。I'd rearrange my schedule if I had the chance to eat fugu. Maybe you could just buy it for yourself and skip the date. Now the pronunciation. 読んだことあります。読んだことあります。Trip tip. Manga cafes are common sights in Japan with tons of comics and magazines. The charge is usually based on how long you stay. The fee includes coffee, tea, and soft drinks. Of course, Wi-Fi too. The cafes are typically open 24 hours a day. Many have private rooms and showers, making them inexpensive alternatives to hotels for people who miss the last train home. Today's kanji. Manga, meaning comic book. The kanji is pretty difficult even for Japanese. If you can read it, you must be a kanji expert. Come back for more easy Japanese. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. 箱根には1時に着くよ。ダムは何がしたい？大涌谷に行って黒卵が食べたいです。あよかさん、卵は本当に黒いんですか？うん。でもね、黒いのは外側だけ、中は普通のゆで卵。へえ。大涌谷 is in Hakone, a popular hot spring resort. I want to go there too. Today we'll learn how to say 2 or more things you want to do. Tam said, 大涌谷に行って黒卵が食べたいです。Change the conjugation of the first verb to the form that ends with te. For example, 行く to go becomes 行って meaning to go and. Then put the second verb in the wish form たいです. So, 食べる to eat becomes 食べたいです. to want to eat. Kimi wa sotsugyo shitara dou suru no? Watashi wa Nihon ni nokotte hatarakitai desu. Ii ne. それからお金を貯めて世界を旅行したいです。あり、そうなんだ。そして宇宙飛行士になって月に行きたいです。Amy, do you have 2 or more things you want to do? 休みをとってゆっくりしたいです。But I'll miss you. Now the pronunciation. 大涌谷に行って黒卵が食べたいです。大涌谷に行って黒卵が食べたいです。Trip tip. Yoseki Zaiku is a traditional form of woodwork in Hakone. It's been around since the Edo era. The exquisite designs are created with various colors and grains of natural wood. And I think this is clever. A toothpick case. Some shops let you assemble Yoseki Zaiku pieces into unique souvenirs. Today's kanji. Tam and Ayaka went to Hakone by densha. It means train. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. こちらの部屋でございます。お風呂は何時から何時までですか？朝6時から夜12時までです。ダム、日本の温泉入ったことある？いいえ、初めてです。楽しみです。They seem to be having a good time. I'd like to head to an onsen too. That's one of the main attractions of traveling around Japan. Today we'll learn how to ask from what time till what time something is open or available. Tam said, お風呂は何時から何時までですか? Put the particle wa after what you want to inquire about. Then add 何時から何時までですか? Nanji means what time. Kara is from, and made is until. お待ちしておりました。夕食は何時から何時までですか？夜の6時から8時前です。マジックショーは何時から何時までですか？夜の8時から10時前です。私も失礼します。わあ、ありがとうございます。How lovely. If you just want to ask what time something starts, say, something wa nanji kara desu ka? Now the pronunciation. お風呂は何時から何時までですか? お風呂は何時から何時までですか? Trip tip. Onsen and public baths let you immerse yourself in Japanese culture. That includes keeping the water nice for other bathers. Before stepping into the tub, scrub yourself clean. Towels stay out of the tub, no dunking of hair either. Adding water to bring down the temperature is also a no-no. Just watch how everybody else acts and follow along. Today's kanji. It's yu, meaning hot water. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. あれ、テレビがつきませんね。本当だ、おかしいね。フロントに電話してみます。すみません。テレビがつかないんですが、少々お待ちください。担当の者が伺います。If something doesn't work properly at a hotel or ryokan, what should you do? You'll need to explain the situation to get help. That's exactly when you can use today's phrase. Tam said, "Terebi ga tsukanai desu ga." First, the name of something that's having a problem, and the particle ga. Then change the verb to the negative form. For example, suku, turn on, becomes tsukanai, doesn't turn on. And finish up with desu ga, so it becomes tsukanai desu ga. Yes. よっしゃ。これつかない。すみません。はい、マイクが使えないんですが。少々お待ちください。音が出ない。すみません。へへ。マイクです。音が出ないんですが。本当に申し訳ございません。出たわ。If you have a problem with something, try using today's phrase. Lower the tone at the end of the sentence so it won't sound too demanding. Like this. テレビがつかないんですが。テレビがつかないんですが。Trip tip. Karaoke is no novelty anymore. But how about these? This establishment has rooms in the style of Japanese homes from almost a century ago and old-timey public baths. Microphones aren't just for singing. Mamonori, Yokohama desu. Railroad lovers can practice conductor skills to the sound of trains. Today's kanji. Uta, meaning song. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. ダム、中に座る？それとも外のデッキに行く？外の方がいいです。富士山。きれい。ほんと。気持ちいい。今日は晴れてよかったね。If you go to Hakone, you must not miss the boat ride. Absolutely. The view around Lake Ashinoko is magnificent. Today we'll learn how to say which of two options you prefer. Tam said, "Soto no hou ga ii desu." First, the name of your choice, and then no hou ga ii desu. That's it. ロープウェイに乗る？それとも歩いていく？ロープウェイの方がいいです。ここは大涌谷です。おお。もうちょっと5センチ。少しお腹が空きました。お店に入る？それともテイクアウトにする？テイクアウトの方がいいです。どっちにする？こっちの方がいいです。たまには自分で決めてください。Well, I take both. When indicating your choice, just the name will do, but today's phrase is more polite. Let's practice the pronunciation. 外の方がいいです。外の方がいいです。Trip tip. Today I'll show you some popular spots at Ashinoko in Hakone. Hakone Shrine has been around for 1200 years. The Lakeside Torii Gate is a prime location for picture taking. From the sightseeing boat, you can gaze at Mount Fuji when the weather is clear. Ah, what a great view! The reconstructed checkpoint takes you back in time. It shows what the area was like in the Edo era. Hakone has something for everyone. Today's kanji. What Amy wrote in Hakone? Fune, meaning boat or ship. That's easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. 春さ、財布を落としてしまいました。腹大変。交番に行ってごらんなさい。それで、どんな財布ですか？黄色い財布です。黄色。これですか？それです。Every neighborhood in Japan has a koban, a police box. It's the go-to spot when you're in trouble. Today we'll learn how to say you did something you didn't intend to. Tam said, 財布を落としてしまいました. First, change the verb conjugation to the form that ends with te. In this case, 落とす to drop becomes 落として. Then, add the phrase to mean you ended up doing something, しまいました. So, 落とす becomes 落としてしまいました. これが小田原城です。かっこいいですね。あれ？どうしたんですか？カメラを忘れてしまいました。私の使ってください。ありがとうございます。時代入場チケットの方お願いいたします。あれ？どうしたんですか？入場チケットをなくしてしまいました。一緒に探しましょう。Today's phrase isn't just about losing or forgetting something, it has all kinds of uses. Now, the pronunciation. 財布を落としてしまいました。財布を落としてしまいました。Trip tip. Japan's castles draw visitors from near and far. The one in Odawara is listed in the top 100. It's just an hour or so from Tokyo. From the tower, the city of Odawara spreads out before you, and beyond that, the ocean. You can rent samurai armor and kimono at reasonable prices for a quick trip back in time. Today's kanji. Shiro, meaning castle. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Yureteru. Jishi, tasukete. 落ち着いてください。大丈夫ですよ。ほら、もう収まった。初めてだったからびっくりしました。Japan certainly gets a lot of earthquakes, doesn't it? Yes, that's a fact. Remaining calm is the most important thing, both during a quake and afterwards. Today's phrase explains the reason for your action. Tam said, 初めてだったからびっくりしました. The pattern first gives the cause, then employs the particle kara, indicating a reason, and finally shows the action. 一生懸命勉強したから合格しました。丁寧に育てたからたくさん種ました。3、3、おっす。たくさん練習したから成功しました。Explaining the reason enriches the conversation. Of course. That way, the other person can understand you better. Now, the pronunciation. 初めてだったからびっくりしました。初めてだったからびっくりしました。Trip tip. Japan has built up disaster know-how through experience. The Japan National Tourism Organization's app can be viewed in English, Chinese, and Korean. It includes information about earthquakes, tsunami, and hospitals where English is spoken. NHK World Japan's app also keeps users up to date. Download these apps for free. Today's kanji. Bullseye, meaning disaster preparedness. Thanks for watching Easy Japanese. Come back for more phrases for a smooth stay in Japan. Sayonara. Easy Japanese. Give it a try. ダム見て。ゆうちさんがピアノコンクールで優勝したよ。あ、本当だ。すごい。来月2日にコンサートがあるよ。行きたいです。チケットを買うことができますか？予約してみるね。Winning in a piano contest. Way to go, Yuki. He's been performing professionally since graduating from college. In today's lesson, we'll learn how to ask people if you can do something. Tam said, チケットを買うことができますか? First comes the verb to indicate your desired action. For example, 買う to buy. Then ことが followed by できます. That means something is possible. Finishing off with the particle か turns the sentence into a question. ここは何ですか？釣り堀です。誰もが手軽に魚釣りを楽しめるところですよ。私も魚を釣ることができますか？もちろん。あ、知ってる。わお。魚この魚を食べることができますか？はい、ここで調理できますよ。おいしい、おいしい。Today's phrase will increase the chances of trying new things on a trip. That's right. Now the pronunciation. チケットを買うことができますか？チケットを買うことができますか？ Trip tip. Fishing ponds offer casual anglers a convenient alternative. Some ponds have evolved into a new form of entertainment. You can fish right at your table while enjoying drinks at this izakaya. Indoor fishing ponds are popular with people who don't want to worry about the weather or prepare cooking utensils. すごい美味しいです。Today's kanji. Fresh fish is often enjoyed as this. It's sashimi. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's Easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Sugoku yokatta desu. さあ、楽屋に行こう。はい。 Tam chose a nice outfit for Yuki. I can't wait to see what happens when the two of them meet. Today we'll learn an expression to explain what you intend to do. Tam said, Yuki-san ni watasu tsumori desu. First, choose a verb like watasu, to give. Adding tsumori desu indicates your intention. Moshimoshi, Simi desu. Hisaki-san, 週末は何か予定ありますか? 土曜日に埼玉に行くつもりです。何しに行くんですか? 川越を観光するつもりです。いいですね。お昼は美味しいうなぎを食べるつもりです。あ、一緒に行きませんか? あ、いいですね。行きましょう。That eel makes me hungry. Me too. We'll talk more about eel and other attractions of Kawagoe in our trip tip. For now though, the pronunciation. Yuki-san ni watasu tsumori desu. Yuki-san ni watasu tsumori desu. Trip tip. Kawagoe is a 1-hour train ride from Tokyo. It's a popular tourist spot in Saitama. The streets have a retro look. They're reminiscent of the Edo era when Kawagoe flourished as a feudal town. One of the favorite foods there is eel. Several shops are dedicated to the dish. The eels are grilled with a sweet and salty sauce and laid on a bed of rice. すごいよ、horokor. おいしい. Discover what else Kawagoe has to offer during your next trip to Japan. Today's kanji. Tam plans to give this to Yuki. It's hana, meaning flower. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Yuki-san, お久しぶりです。あ、ダムさん。去年、日本に来ました。日本語を勉強しています。そう、夢が叶ったんですね。はい。ユキさんも元気そうですね。また会えて嬉しいです。Tam and Yuki haven't seen each other for 3 years. They were working as volunteers at an elementary school in Vietnam. Today's phrase lets you express what you think about what you see. Tam said, genki so desu ne. If it's a not-ending adjective like genki na, healthy or energetic, drop the na and add so desu ne. If it's an e-ending adjective like sabishii, lonely, drop the final e, so sabishii becomes sabishisou desu ne. Hajimete ski場に来ました。とても楽しそうですね。早く滑ろう。このコースは難しそうですね。そうですか? ちょっと待って。ハルさんは寒さに強そうですね。エイミーはいつも楽しそうですね。Now the pronunciation. 元気そうですね。元気そうですね。Trip tip. Lots of skiers are coming to Japan from around the world to slide on Japao, Japan powder snow. Niseko in Hokkaido is a popularity standout. Zao in Yamagata is known for its vast field of frosted trees. Even ski resorts in the wilderness are, for the most part, accessible by public transportation in Japan. Today's kanji. It's the cold season. Fuyu, meaning winter. You're making progress. Easy Japanese will help you master dozens of useful phrases, so stick with it. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Tamu-san, Yuki-sanに会えてよかったですね。はい、とても嬉しいです。Yuki-sanは活躍してるんだね。はい、10月にまたコンサートがあるそうです。そうですか。また会えますね。はい。Tam told me Yuki's work made her want to study Japanese even harder. She's mastered the basics, so all that effort will definitely push her to the next level. Today we'll go over a way to tell someone what you heard from someone else. Tam said, またコンサートがあるそうです. Use verbs and adjectives without must or dis. For example, ある to be, and add そうです I heard, so it becomes あるそうです. 今日はスキー楽しかったです。明日も天気がいいそうです。二人の人が言っていました。いいですね。来週末もまたスキーしませんか？来週末は友達と一緒に東北を旅行します。東北か。そういえば、来週秋田でお祭りがあるそうです。それはいいですね。In the previous lesson, we learned another meaning of そうです how something or someone appears. Today's そうです is I've heard. Now you know the difference. Let's practice the pronunciation. またコンサートがあるそうです。またコンサートがあるそうです。Trip tip. Namahage is a long-standing tradition in Oga, a part of Akita Prefecture. Scary-looking deities roam around on New Year's Eve, warning kids not to be lazy and to wishing everyone good health. This folk ritual made UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage Register in November of 2018. If you want to face off with the Namahage, come to Oga any February for their festival. Today's kanji. It's especially important when you travel. Tenki meaning weather. That's Easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Haru-san, お願いがあるんですが、メールの日本語をチェックしてもらえませんか？いいですよ。どれどれ、ゆきさん、お元気ですか？私の日本語大丈夫ですか？とても上手ですよ。I knew Tam speaks Japanese, but it seems she knows how to write too. That's important, especially these days with all the emails and text messages. Today we'll learn a polite way to ask someone to do something. Tam said, 日本語をチェックしてもらえませんか? First, pick a verb. For example, チェックする to check. Convert it to the て form. チェックして Finally, add もらえませんか? すみません。着物を貸してもらえませんか? はい。すみません。はい。写真を撮ってもらえませんか？はい、いいですよ。すいません。立ち回りを見せてもらえませんか？はい、わかった。Hey, hey, flower. Sarah, da, da, da. So hi, Monaima is an indirect expression, so the request doesn't sound so demanding. Now the pronunciation. 日本語をチェックしてもらえませんか? 日本語をチェックしてもらえませんか? Trip tip. Nikko is a major tourist spot in Tochigi Prefecture, about 3 hours from Tokyo. A theme park recreates the Japan of 400 years ago. Nikko Toshogu Shrine is registered as a World Heritage Site. If you're hungry, try yuba, a local favorite. It's a thin film on the surface of heated soy milk. It's very delicious, healthy, and easy on the stomach. Today's kanji. Nowadays, you only find them in movies and at theme parks. Samurai. That's easy Japanese. Visit our website for past episodes and other learning materials. Mata ne! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. さあ、着いたよ。ごめんください。おいでやす。お部屋はこちらです。わお、素敵なお部屋。お庭もあります。小さいけど綺麗ですね。Haru-san, the hotel your group stayed at looked cozy. It was. The building used to be a traditional machiya home. Today we'll learn how to say something has opposing qualities. Tam said, 小さいけど綺麗ですね. Connect a negative adjective like 小さい, small, with a positive one like 綺麗, pretty, using けど, meaning but. Finally add ですね. Ari ga keigo no teki desu. Kirei desu ne. Hai, douzo. Arigatou. 暑いけど美味しいですね。寒いけど楽しいですね。そうですね。Often, our impressions of something can't be described in a single word. Remember, けど meaning but. Now the pronunciation. 小さいけど綺麗ですね。小さいけど綺麗ですね。Trip tip. Kyoto was Japan's capital for more than 1,000 years. It retains a traditional look along streets that form a grid. Machiya are iconic structures. Originally, they were wooden houses. Nowadays, some have been renovated as inns, so guests can dwell within history. Today's kanji. It's tsukaki, meaning waterfall. When you see kanji, have some fun and check the meaning and pronunciation. That's easy Japanese. Ganbatte! Easy Japanese. Give it a try. Omikuji da yo. どうやってするんですか? 箱を振ってみて。3番です。はい、どうぞ。は、大吉だ。大吉。 どういう意味ですか？とてもいい運勢ですよ。Ha, that's a beautiful shrine Tam and her friends went to. It's Fushimi Inari Taisha in Kyoto. Today's expression lets you ask how to do something. Tam said, どうやってするんですか? どうやって means how, followed with a verb, in this case, suru, to do. And finally, ですか? てかさん、今日は日本のおもちゃ出してみましょう。わかりました。これです。どうやって遊ぶんですか？見ててください。わー。おほほほほほほほほほほ。どうやって食べるんですか？見ててください。こうやって、しゃぶ、しゃぶ、しゃぶ。ジェラさんもどうぞ。しゃぶ、しゃぶ、しゃぶ。Oh my. We often wonder how to do something in unfamiliar circumstances. Let's practice the pronunciation. どうやってするんですか? どうやってするんですか? Trip tip. Kendama is one of Japan's traditional children's toys. It's now found overseas too. The best players show off their skills in the Kendama World Cup. Kendama players of all ages invent their own flashy techniques. Get on the ball and throw yourself into the world of Kendama. Today's kanji. It's used in Kendama, tama, meaning ball. Thanks for watching Easy Japanese. Come back for more phrases for a smooth stay in Japan. Sayonara. Easy Japanese. Give it a try. タムさんが来てもうすぐ1年ですね。将来は何がしたいですか？卒業したら日本で働きたいです。旅行会社で働きたいです。いいね。日本の魅力をいっぱい伝えてくださいね。応援してるよ。はい、頑張ります。Time flies. Tam's done a lot in 1 year. I hope the experiences will lead her to her goal. Today we'll learn how to explain what you're going to do under certain circumstances. Tam said, 卒業したら日本で働きたいです。First, convert a verb to that ta ending form. For example, 卒業する to graduate becomes 卒業した. Then add na. Finally, say whatever your plan is. 卒業したら海外で働きたいです。国に帰ったら日本食のレストランを開きたいです。夏休みになったらまた日本に来たいです。退職したら世界一周旅行をしたいです。I can't believe this is the last episode of our program. I hope our viewers will continue studying Japanese. Yeah, don't give up. Now, pronunciation. 卒業したら日本で働きたいです。卒業したら日本で働きたいです。Trip tip. Japan shows a different face in each season. In Kyoto, pale pink cherry blossoms are everywhere in spring. Bonfires light up the summer night sky. Autumn brings gorgeous colors. Winter brings a world of white. Enjoy the moment whenever and wherever you're in Japan. Today's kanji. Sotsugyō, meaning graduation. We know you can master the 48 useful phrases. When in doubt, watch the past episodes of Easy Japanese again. Ganbatte!